Andy Sullivan for Conservative Commandos, and I'm here with Eugene. Eugene, welcome to the Conservative Commando Show.
Thank you, Andy. It's my first time interviewing with you. It's kind of exciting because I've always watched you give interviews, but never actually had one myself. Thank you for having me.
Is that right?
Yep, absolutely. First one.
I think it's because you're a good-looking young man with lots more hair than I do. Now, Eugene, let me ask you something. Obama, spiking the football. What do you think? I mean, is he going overboard? I mean, the whole Bin Laden kill 7-minute commercial, and then the comment about Romney saying that he wouldn't make that kind of call if it was in his lap. What do you think?
I mean, Obama is just, him and his team are the masters of politicizing everything. I mean, here he is saying that, we can't politicize this. It was an action that was necessary, and I took the command to take out Bin Laden, and that's that, and we're not going to talk about it anymore because we have to honor the people who died on 9/11. And here he goes on the 1-year anniversary of this. He goes to Afghanistan. Doing what? Politicizing the event. He runs this ad. I mean, it's honestly despicable. I give him all the credit for taking the order. It was definitely a tough choice. Whenever a president knows that there are lives on the line and he's sending in troops to battle, it's a tough choice, no matter who's president. But going out and saying that Romney would have never done it and this and that and running this, ad, I mean, it's just disgraceful. Let's think about what the actual issues are. I mean, we had economic indicators coming out today. Job growth is slowing down. People are still suffering. We have to talk about what's at hand. And Obama is doing nothing and not talking about the important issues, which are, people.
The economy.
The economy. People out of work. Everything is slowing down. Jobs are being outsourced overseas. It's a mess, and the outlook is bleak.
Yeah, but didn't they tell you 3 years ago the recession was over? We're in a recovery, Gene.
Yeah, I wake up this morning and Obama is, I turn on my news in the morning as always, and Obama is saying, you know what, there's a bright future ahead for America, and we have a lot of work to do. And then I'm thinking, wait, is it 2008? Because he's using the same exact language he used 4 years ago. And in 4 years, he has done nothing. He has only made things worse, and, we're going in the complete wrong direction.
What do you think about the Supreme Court, and how do you think they're going to handle the whole Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare?
Well, as you know, last month they did hear the arguments, and, I was pleasantly surprised as to the reaction of some of the justices. As you know, the Supreme Court is split 50-50 in one swing vote. I am really hoping, and it is, I think, a higher probability that it will actually happen, that they will overturn at least part of Obamacare. Now, constitutionally, I believe that if they overturn part of the bill, the mandate, whatever it is.
But it's the mandate. Everything hinges on the mandate. If they hit the mandate, the thing falls apart.
Yeah, but some legal people say that, well, they can take that part out and the rest of the bill will still be no way. And of course, you know me, I know you. We think the entire bill is unconstitutional, and I'm really hoping that will, the Supreme Court will indeed rule it unconstitutional.
Now, if that does happen, Gene, here's another thing. If it does get ruled unconstitutional, won't that take some of the punch out of the GOP campaign? Because the first thing Romney said he was going to do was repeal Obamacare as soon as he gets in the White House.
It was easy to pass the Affordable Care Act, but it will be hard as hell to get to undo everything. Marking it unconstitutional is only the beginning. There's a lot of work ahead to actually dismantle the bill, take out the regulations. There are things already part of the bill that are taking into effect now that will be going into effect in the future. Hey, insurance prices have been skyrocketing since the bill was passed. So it's a long process to get undone. It was easy to sign the bill, but it's going to take a while to reverse all the damage that it's done. And that doesn't take out the ammunition because the bill directly affects the economy. I feel that part of the stagnation...
One-sixth of the entire economy.
I feel that part of the stagnation that's going on right now is directly resultant because of Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act. And, there's a lot of work to be done in order to reverse this process, and I think that this only strengthens the argument of the Republicans that, indeed, Obama has been doing nothing to help this country.
Speaking about the economy and business, do you know right now we're startup-wise, as far as business startups, we're in an all-time low right now. And the main factor, they say, is the uncertainty within the market. And Obamacare happens to be the most giant uncertainty because people are looking and they can't get a budget together. They can't get an expense sheet together where their business is going to have their bottom line at.
I'm really glad you brought this up because the business environment is just a huge burden right now. Companies do not want to invest money because they're simply scared to. I was looking this weekend, I watched the Business Block on Fox. Absolutely great. They do a great analysis. And they were talking about, major U.S. companies, Apple, GE, Northrop Grumman, huge corporations that have been mainstays of American economy for years. They are sitting on not just billions, but hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars of cash. Why? Because they are scared in investing. Once we, get rid of Dodd-Frank, once we get rid of Obamacare, once we reduce the regulations, we have 20,000 pages of new regulations every single year imposed on the economy. That is ridiculous. I don't know. That's like I don't even know the math, but that's multiple pages every second. So you just think
that's frightening.
So, just starting to reverse that, people will have more certainty. They will be less afraid to invest. And I'm not just talking about the big corporations. I'm talking about people like me and you. Once we know that...
Those are the main drivers of the economy, are the guys like you and me.
Yeah, absolutely. And, once the money opens up, the credit markets open up, there will be a rejuvenation within the economy, I think. And, it needs to happen soon because, we're only heading downhill. And I really hope that, we can get a Republican into office. The presumptive nominee is Mitt Romney, and, we have to reverse things because it's not going in a good direction.
Okay, oil companies. The devil?
Absolutely not.
Okay, what about you, for vice president? Any favorites?
Top contender right now, amongst a lot of polls, I've always liked him as Mark Rubio. Number of reasons why I like him. He's an extremely charismatic man. I've heard him speak at CPAC, as have you. He's very smart. He knows his stuff. He knows his policy, economic policy. Another thing is, and I hate to play politics, but he will attract the Hispanic vote and the Cuban vote in Florida. Very important.
Si, senor.
Very important. That was good, Andy. Not bad. So,
solo un poco español.
Yeah, not myself, but all right. And that will attract a key vote in a key swing state. Florida has 29 electoral votes. If you look at the electoral map right off the bat, Republicans are at a strong disadvantage. So, we need all those swing states we can get, and Florida is a key swing state. So, I really think Mark Rubio would do a good job as vice president. And, of course, 8 years down the road, that'll open up for presidency.
Absolutely. Okay, wisdom from Brooklyn. Rick, back to you, my friend.